Hello and welcome. I am Raziel, and so today, it's Monday. Though yesterday I thought yesterday was Monday too, and I'll probably think tomorrow is Monday because my world is just that way round at the moment. Anyway, what I want to talk about is Mantic because Mantic are doing absolute great at the moment. They are doing fantastic and phenomenal stuff. They get less credit than they deserve. Actually, to be fair, at this point, Games Workshop's kind of only succeeding because of brand loyalty and very little else. Because their games aren't very good and everybody else's models are just better. Anyway, so we're talking about Mantic. And Mantic had a great 2024. Their release of Halo Flashpoint was absolutely outstanding. Still say it was in the ballsy ass move just to go, hey, we're at your big convention Games Workshop, so we're going to announce a game which is worth more, whose IP is worth more than your whole company. So that's what they did, and I thought that was hysterical. So, anyway, 2024 was great. And they also released Warpath beta test rules for everyone, free to download, and it's a lot of fun. But I've come to learn I cannot stand painting that scale. So if I get it and play someone, they're going to be facing a lot of grey because I will not be painting it. It's so boring. But the games are good. The games are good. I don't like painting it because I just can't do it. I suck at painting at the best of time. So painting something that small, not gonna happen. So anyway, 2025 Mantic. We got so much cool stuff coming, and I'm super excited about this. First things first, we have some new Halo models coming. Stuff like, elite Spartans, I guess you can call them, with different weapons such as the Grav Hammer and the Needler, and loads of cool weapons on a new set, which is going to be awesome. I think that's really cool. I think that's really nice. And that's doing the advent calendars in February, because why not? Let's get the February advent calendars out in February so people can actually have them ready for Christmas. So they'll be doing that too, which I actually think is not a bad idea, to be honest with you, because these model advent calendars do kind of have the problem that, they release them in November and they got to kind of be ready by the end of November. And that's it. So, but the thing that they're doing this year, which kind of hush-hush they've not said very much about, but I am super excited about, because it seems to be a brand new skirmish game. And honestly, after Wild West Exodus, Mantic do great skirmish games. First things first, Halo Flashpoint, which is just blowing everyone away. But that's based on the Drop Zone game, which is also Mantic's, which is based in the Firefight universe, which is a lot of fun. And they had Vanguard. Now, Vanguard was a great game, which Mantic released. Mantic. And so, basically, the problem with Vanguard was skirmish games should kind of be very similar to the big battle games, which we all love, Kings of War and Firefight and Conquest, the games we like and love, which are fantastic and phenomenal. But they should be those, but kind of narrowed down, and like Drop Zone, and you've got Conquest for Last Argument of Kings for a big game, and you have First Blood for their skirmish game, and that's really cool. But Vanguard didn't kind of do that. It was a bit more complicated of a game than Kings of War was, and so then they kind of slightly let Vanguard go. It's not a bad game, but like I said, a bit more difficult than Kings of War and a bit more immense. But the rulebook was fantastic. Is fantastic, I should say, because I still got mine. So then they've got this Kings of War Champions, and it seems that they're going to make a new skirmish game within the Kings of War universe. And I was thinking, wow, this is brilliant. I like this. But they're kind of doing it the same way Wild West Exodus is. Look, Wild West Exodus is my favourite game. It's fantastic. I love it. It's brilliant, right? Absolutely cracking game. Everyone should play it. Link to get the game down below in Wayland Games, because God, everyone should play Wild West Exodus. It's fantastic. Because what they're doing is, unlike Conquest and Kill Team, which is just, your basic figures, not named characters or anything like that, these are the named characters from the Kings of War universe, which is so cool, and I love it. I think it's amazing. So if we go to look at the Kings of War book and go to which one opens up, oh look, it's the Basilians. which means you're probably going to be able, or gay, who puts the name characters at the back? How old school is that? Julius, Dragon of Heaven. No, he's probably a dragon, so probably not him. But someone like Gnaeus Salustus, actual named characters from Kings of War. And this is super cool. I think this is an amazing thing to do because it's super fun. And I think it's a great thing to do. So you're getting not only to try out your favourite, a new army, such as the Abyssal Dwarves, Twilight Kin, Northern Alliance, etc., etc., etc. You're getting to try one of their named characters as well. And I think that's really cool because, you've got things like Basu the Vile for your Abyssal Dwarf. So you can have this nice gargoyle-looking demon thing in a kill team style game, in a skirmish style game. As I said, Wildest Exodus just basically does nothing but name characters, and it really adds to the narrative story time, the game, the story of the game, and the external universe of Kings of War. And hold on, no, I was talking about Wildest Exodus. Having named characters really helps build up a narrative of the external universe and really makes you feel like you're doing something in it because you're playing as the heroes, the mighty, mighty characters of said game. So Kings of War doing this now with said new games and, getting these big generals, these named generals out in a skirmish game is fantastic, especially for you narrative players like myself. So when we play Kings of War Champions, which sounds absolutely fantastic, we're getting to use these named characters and play a story in a small skirmish style. And it's really sort of thing that gets me really happy and excited because it's just a great way of making a story game while you play a skirmish game. It's one of the big reasons I like skirmish games because you can really have a nice, cool story and you can really play it out, and you can have your character out there, and you can have your guys out there supporting him. You can have a great duel between two main guys, and have them fighting each other, and you get to tell the story afterwards of how Basu beat Gnaeus. Why put a G in front of it if a G is silent? And you could have this big duel, and it sounds so amazing when you tell your friends and everything else like that. And I think it's fantastic. So yeah, Kings of War Champions, I'm super looking forward to. I love skirmish games at the best of times. So Kings of War, I'm super excited for this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day and have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. And don't forget, there is Wayland Games down below if you wish to save money on your wargaming, up to 20% off and free delivery up to £20. And with our point system, you get up to, an extra 1% off. Really cool stuff. Then we have, for Bed and Planet, for comics, DVDs, mangas, we have my merchandise, t-shirts, cups, bags, and my comics, which are all written and drawn by me. Aren't I a lovely artist? There is Skyforge, never get Skyforge, and finally, Patreon, because business.